physical disability or some kind of a mental disability. And even if you could not keep a job. And that is actually one of the cases that you're going to hear about in just a few seconds. But there were, excuse me, they all got together here in about the 1925, and they decided that they needed one centralized location. The property here is big enough, they figured that they could open it up, build a new building, and you were sent here to the farm to live as what they would call an inmate. Now, you were expected, when you were here, to work the property. In other words, you would help take care of the building, do housekeeping chores, or in some cases, you were actually a farmhand who would go out and raise the crops and raise the animals that would in turn be used to feed you while you stayed here. Now, in 1925, they decided to break ground here, and in 1926, the doors opened up. It was actually run by Perry and Mary Snyder. That is them, the actual two first caretakers of the building. They lived here in an apartment just above where we are right now. That they had their two young children for them, and they continued to run the building until 1944. In June, I believe it was. Am I correct, Jay?
Yeah, I believe it is.
June of 44. There was a lot of financial discrepancies on the books, and the Snyders were removed from office by a gentleman by the name of Vance Coker, who continued to run the building up until about 1970. Now, the Snyders were told that they could live here with no ifs, ands, or buts. However, after they found the extent of the problem, they evicted them after 3 weeks. Now, in 1970s, there was a gentleman who took over by the name of... Yeah. Found the perfect spot. I'm going to do tours from here from now on.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
that way, so
Itchy.
I'm like right under it.
Come on out, guys. Come on, spread them out. Spread them out.
Yeah, we'll hang on this side.
And if you were caught with alcohol on your person, on your breath, or whatever have you, you were evicted and never allowed to come back. For many of the residents or inmates here, that was considered a death sentence, except for one guy. Now, Eli, S-A-A-R-I, was one of the very first inmates to come through these doors. He had a background in boiler technology that would actually be used to heat the building. But he also had a very fond, very deep-seated passion for his alcohol. And he was able to sneak around off and on, come get drunk, come back, sleep it off, and never have any more issues. That worked for him up until Christmas Eve of 1934. It's all the cold when walking through.
It's okay.
We got everybody? So, welcome to One North. As I mentioned, in the 1970s, when Mr. Covert was here, there was a massive problem with overpopulation inside the building, so the state stepped in, and this is the part of the building that they added on. Now, in this exact portion, these 4 rooms, right here, were where the most critically ill and terminally ill patients were kept, because this is the nurse's station right here. Now,
Yeah, I mean, like, without the, see, it like looks like misty.
it's possible. And if you can feel it, it is kind of
This is like
damp down
a,
here. You should get some good hits in that corner. Should get some. So, having said that, everybody ready to go upstairs and meet Angela? All right, let's do it. Of course, the new cafeteria. In just a couple of minutes, I'm going to show you, and you'll be able to see the difference between how many men versus women were kept here during the year. Just died in 2011, but we do know that she was blind. The reason they kept her in this room is because she knew from her bed on the left side of the room, She knew exactly how many steps she had to take to walk across the hall to find the sinks, and then she could either go left to get a shower or to the right to go to the bathroom. But Mary was and the other reason I asked about practical jokers is because Mary was a practical joker herself. One of them being that she was completely blind back in the old days. What they would do is they would give you glass eye replacements. So what Mary's favorite thing to do was, if she found out that there was a new housekeeper on staff coming in that day, she would take her eyes out of her head, she would stick them on the pillow, and then cover it up with a blanket. So that when she would walk into the bathroom is about the time she would plan it. So that she would be in there as that housekeeper would come through. She knew right about what time it would be. And as soon as the housekeeper pulls the blanket off, you see a pair of eyes sitting on that blanket, and they're screaming, "Holy bloody murder!" and running down the hall.
Yeah, but too late for that.
Yeah.
Down this way.
I know there were 2 people, or 3 people heading towards the chapel. Or not towards the second floor.
Let's take a look at the embalming room for a little.
First floor is relatively abandoned, I reckon.
Can you tell us how you're feeling at all? Itchy.
Itchy, tasty.
That was a weird thing to say, no.
What? Has no one
Oh, you're content? Obsessed. You're okay? Do you guys know us? Can you accommodating? Okay. Are you gonna accommodate us? Can you say one of our names? Yes?
What's one of our names?
Myself.
Tantrums.
Yeah. It sounds like it's screaming run. Like run. Stop it.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Brett.
Yeah.
I thought it said Brett.
Yeah.
Invulnerable.
I'll make myself invulnerable. Right here. I'm laying here. Can you come up and touch me?
Good church bell.
Wow.
No.
Are you touching his ankles?
Nothing potential.
I asked if they were touching your ankles.
It felt like the tingling at first, but then it felt very intense, like.
They're grieving.
Grieving.
This would be
Were you touching me or trying to?
Did someone just touch Brett?
So don't be afraid.
okay.
It's smiling now.
Bitches.
Yeah.
Damn, probably because I stopped.
That's not what got us here.
You could be.
That's
these
not
bitches. Hey, hey.
Bitches.
Are you?
Other side.
Is there someone here you don't like? Timid.
Was it?
Timid.
You don't have to be afraid.
We're not here to hurt you. What used to happen in this room?
It was some rape. What happened in here, guys?
Hot pumps.
You should have done SLS. Sleeping in the street.
I'm not sleeping. Is the temperature still like?
They're 66.
What happens to Brett now?
You're dead.
Is anyone ever here trying to work on Brett?
I just heard wash your hands.
Does it get messy in here? I heard in the camera.
Do you want to show yourself in the camera?
Chad's getting ready to turn on the SLS camera.
Are you filming, Doc?
Maybe Heather.
I'm filming.
Sizing us up, maybe?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you guys studying us?
Death, yeah. Death.
You guys know that you're dead?
Are you guys happy that you got everyone to leave? You're sad? Do you want them back? They're coming back. You don't have to be sad.
Yeah. Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god.
Hello?
Can you
Guys.
wait for us?
What's going on?
That's
Oh my
small.
God.
That
He's
is
sitting on the bench.
could that be like a glitch? Cause
I don't know.
No, look at it, it's moving
No.
on the walls.
Is that the creeper?
You see this on the screen? I swear I just heard a creep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Can you wave your arm?
sporadic.
Oh, there it goes.
Thank you.
Can you touch?
Wow.
Want to touch my hand?
Self-accepting.
Anybody? Can you put your hand back up?
A shadow behind him. What? I saw that on his camera.
Something, please.
This thing's like talking a whole lot over here. Yeah, it's not picking up anything
Are you back?
over here. Oh, right there.
Could it be picking up the frame of the window?
Can you wave your hand for us? That one. How about your foot? Can you pick your foot up?
Hi.
Can you pick your foot up?
Yes.
Yes.
Holy hell.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Put your hand up in the air, please.
Can you wave?
Can you wave? Put your hand up.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Why are you,
Why is
why are you so tall?
Why are you so tall? From the top.
Oh, it disappeared.
Look, you offended
Thank
him.
you.
Rude.
Reading it to feel any better. And they said, I felt like paperwork was around here. And I'm like, I don't want this paperwork. I said, it doesn't really mean anything. And she goes, and now I hear golden. But paperwork here, they were talking about paperwork in the town.
Oh.
And I don't know, it just kind of hit me when we were coming down here, Huff's newest box. Didn't he have a gold box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna run something that'll help you talk, okay? Is there anybody here? Hmm?
It's on my stomach.
Yeah, it's mine.
Okay.
Can you come through and speak? This is a new app we're testing. Yeah?
It's embarrassing.
Can you tell me your name? You're afraid?
Corey is also afraid.
I am afraid, obviously.
Guys, go scare Corey.
Shake my hand.
No, no, you didn't. That's it.
I heard all right. Then.
What the heck?
Can somebody touch Corey? Scare him?
He's very jumpy, so it'll probably be funny.
Yeah,
if anyone needs a laugh.
it will be. Show me a fake stuffed animal dog with a light on its nose.
That's all it
I
takes.
will lose my mind. What?
That was my stomach. Sorry.
Dude, you guys need to eat before you come here.
What type of Cliff Bar do you want?
We actually ate before we got here. That's
Yeah.
the funny part.
Can you guys speak?
Hey, Mark, Ghost.
I'm a ghost?
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Do you know that you're not with us anymore?
Clearly.
I see you.
Where are you looking at us from?
Where are you standing?
I see you.
In the corner? Yeah, we've seen something like
Is there somebody?
Maybe.
Is that what that said?
There's a piano there you might be.
No, it is.
Is there someone hiding in the corner?
What's your name, Ben? Hi.
Can you tell us when kittens grow close to you?
I'm special. And I'm sick, girl.
Ave noster, qui est in Shehi, sancte viste nomen tuum, avenia plenitium, qui venias fatum, Ave nostrum, oridiarum, ad non historiae, Symptomenos venitius, et venetus nostris, adveniat centus in tentationem, salve per nos a malo.
Do you guys like to sing?
All rise.
Do you want Dawn to sing again?
These cows weren't here the last time.
What?
I don't think all these thousands are piles. Because we weren't sure if some of the pieces that were flying, that were falling, if it was still running last time.
Do you guys remember sitting here and mourning your friend? Did you bring my flowers?
Right, you have your IRL on.
Huh?
You have your IRL on?
Not this one now, but I have a small one on.
My shirt.
Huh?
My shirt.
Your shirt?
Yeah, it's glowing.
Really?
Wait,
Oh.
did you say there's any live electricity in here? No. None.
That's what you said, my building.
Who is this?
Just popped up for a few seconds. Like,
I feel sad over here. It feels like my heart's is there someone over here?
We have to save them.
Save who?
Then what?